Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, guys. Very good afternoon to everyone. I see many good afternoons today. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Okay, we'll wait for 5 more minutes. Okay, we'll just wait for 5 more minutes, and immediately at around 2:36, we'll start the session. Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Okay. Okay. So guys, I hope my voice is audible and clear, right? Okay. If there is any disturbance from my side, please let me know. Okay. If there is any disturbance, you feel like there is any noise coming, please let me know. And so today, as you can see the screen, we'll be discussing about this deep learning. Yesterday we have discussed about ANN, right? What are all the topics? Do you remember? What are all the topics we have discussed yesterday, guys? Anyone? Jagdish? Yeah, tomorrow is a working day. Okay, tomorrow the session will be there. Okay. Yeah, in the ANN itself, we'll be having the perceptron money. Yeah, ANN, correct. Working on the perceptron. Single layer perceptron and multi layer perceptron. We have seen the working of a perceptron, right? Okay. Okay. The types of activation function, only two we have discussed. And we have discussed about gradient descent. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, good afternoon. Okay. Got it. Thank you. So today what we'll be dealing is yesterday at the end of the session, I told few things, right? Remember? At the end of the session, I told few things like image will be stored in the format of, see, just like how the text is being stored, the text will be stored in the format of vectors, right? Images data will be stored in the format of, no, how the image data is being stored. Yesterday I told you, right? In the deep learning, what exactly is deep learning? It will try to mimic the human brain, right? So yesterday I told you, right? Audio will be saved in the format of matrix, 3D matrix, and image will be saved in the format of, image data will be saved in the format of tensors, right? Tensor. Remember? Tensor. Yesterday I told. And the text data will be saved in the format of word embeddings. Okay. Text data will be saved in the format of word embeddings. That is what the vectors is. I just told, right? Okay. Fine. Okay. I just got only vectors as an answer. Fine. Okay. Okay. Who is there? Fine. Fine. So we'll just switch back to the PPT and we'll discuss the topics. Okay. Fine. In the meantime, if there is any disturbance from my side, please let me know through reactions. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Everyone able to see the screen, right? Yeah. Okay. So in the deep learning, initially we need to know how the ANN architecture is working. ANN is artificial neural network. So what are the key components in ANN again? What are we having? Input, activation function, weights, bias, and also the output which we are getting, right? Correct. So in deep learning, we are having three major algorithms. Okay, three major algorithms. They are convolutional neural network, that is CNN, recurrent neural network, that is RNN, and then comes this LSTM. Okay, LSTM is nothing but long short term memory. Okay, so now we'll discuss about this CNN. What exactly CNN is, and what is the architecture of CNN? What are the major key components of CNN? We'll discuss. Okay, so CNN means, immediately you need to remember that it deals with the data, mostly images and videos. Okay, see, if you see over here, CNN stands for convolutional neural network. Okay, it is a type of a neural network architecture which is designed for processing the structured grid data. Okay, structured grid data in the sense images and the videos. I see one download. Voice not clear. Voice is breaking. Previously, when I was asking questions, is my voice clear? Now, what? How about now? Is it clear now? Voice is clear, right? I can proceed, right? Okay. Okay, fine. So now we will discuss about this CNN. Okay. In the CNN, what do we know? CNN is nothing but the convolutional neural network. So immediately we need to remember whenever we hear this term, it is a deep learning algorithm and it deals with the images and videos. Okay, we need to remember this. It deals with images and videos. And if we see the definition, what it is saying, it stands for convolutional neural network and it is a type of a neural network architecture which is designed for processing the structured grid format, okay, or else structured grid data. It is designed to handle only those kind of data like images and videos, okay. And there were major key components of CNN, okay. The major key components of CNN are, we'll have the input layer, okay, we'll have a layers, okay. In the CNN algorithm we'll be applying the layers, okay. What are all the key components here we are having? Input layer, convolutional layer, activation function, pooling layers. In the pooling we are having subsampling and downsampling, flattening layer, okay, flattening layer, input, convolutional, activation, pooling, flattening, fully connected layers, output layer, loss function, optimization algorithm, and the back propagation. So these are all the main key components in the CNN, okay. And we'll be discussing each and every component in detail, okay, each and every component in detail. So just give me a minute. I'll just share my OneNote, okay. I'll just share my OneNote and I'll explain things clearly. Just a moment, okay. Okay. Is my voice audible now? Clear, right? Okay. So now look at this image. So let's say this image, we are having an image car, okay. We are having an image of a car, okay. Now we need to understand each and every layer, okay, each and every layer that which we have just discussed, okay, like input layer, convolutional layer, activation function, cooling layers, flattening, fully connected. Okay, all these layers we'll be discussing. Okay, now what is this input layer? Input is nothing but the image which we are having. Okay, the image which we are having is the input. Okay, so whatever the input image which we are having, whatever the data, okay, whatever the data set which we are having, in that data set we'll be having the images data, right? We'll be having the images data, and whatever the image which is present in that data will be the input data, correct? We'll be passing that as an input. So the main purpose of this input layer is, first let me write the input layer, right? Let me just write here, okay? Input layer, okay? The main purpose of the input layer is to receive the input data. So it will be receiving only the images data, okay? The main purpose of the input layer is to receive the input data. So the input data will be images. So this is about the input layer, okay? And here there will be no calculations are performed, okay? It will just simply pass the image. How the image is present in our data set, the same image will be passed into this input layer, okay? That is exactly happening in the input layer. We're just taking the image, okay? The image will be passed into that layer. Now comes the convolutional layer, okay? Convolutional layer. So what exactly convolutional layer we'll discuss, okay? So if you're seeing over here, there is this convolutional layer. There is this small box, and also there is this big box. But what exactly those boxes are, now we will discuss, okay? Now we will discuss. So what is that next? Convolutional layer, right? Convolutional. So convolutional layer. What is the main purpose of convolutional layer? It will be applying the filters, okay? It will be applying the filters to the input data. Let's stay. So let's consider now. Now from here, please everyone listen, okay? From here, everyone please listen. So this is the whole image, okay? This is the whole image. This is the whole image. Now what we need to do? We need to this whole image. First, what we are doing, we are passing it to the input layer. We are passing it to the input layer. Fine. Let's say this is an image of a cat, okay? This is an image of a cat, or else image of a dog, or else let me just take a real image of any cat, okay? Just a minute. Let me just pull up any cat image. Just got the image which is better. Just paste it over here, okay? We just paste it over here. Yeah, fine. So this is a cat image, right? So let's say the image is up to only here, okay? This is the image we are having. This is the cat image we are having, okay? That is the cat image we are having. So that single image will be passed as an input along with the label to the input layer, okay? Input layer ki manam oka image ni పంపిస్తాం. Then what exactly happens is, then comes the convolutional layers, okay? Then comes the convolution layers. ఈ convolution layers ఏం చేస్తాయంటే, they will apply filters to the, they will apply filters, okay? They will apply filters to input data, okay? To input data, okay? They will apply the filters. What kind of filters they will apply? Now I will just show you, okay? So let's say, now if you see also, if I just zoom the image, you will get to see the pixels, right? Even if we share any images, we'll be telling our friend to share it in the format of HD or else through email, right? Because the pixels will be breaking, right? So now how the image will be, how the cat image is, it's like completely grid format, right? Grid format. So now what we will be doing is we will be applying filters on the images. Okay, in the convolution layers we will apply filters on the image. What kind of filters we will apply? Matrix filters. Okay, that filters will be like 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 7 by 7. Okay, these are all the filters category which we will be applying on this particular image. Each and every image will consider 3 by 3 or else 5 by 5 or else 7 by 7. Any one of the filter we will consider and we will apply that on that particular image. Okay, we'll apply that on the particular image. So now what exactly happens after applying this filter and how we will apply the filter? So let's say this is the whole cat image. Okay, this is the whole cat image. Whole cat image. Okay, so initially how we will be applying is, so if we zoom in, we'll be having the pixels, right? Pixel 1, pixel 2, pixel 3. Block by block we can move, right? Pixel 1, pixel 2, pixel 3. 1, 2, 3. We will be having the pixels, right, for every image. And the combination of that we will be getting a grid, and in the grid whole image will be forming, right? So we'll be applying the filter on the pixels. Okay, on the pixels the filter will be applied. So now they are having 3 by 3, 5 by 5 and 7 by 7. So 7 by 7 filter we'll be using. 7 by 7 filter we'll be using whenever we are having a huge amount of data, or else when the data, when the computational power we can bear with the computation, we can bear with the memory. In that case, we will go for 7 by 7, or else if it is minimal, we'll go for 5 by 5. But mostly we'll be using 3 by 3. Okay, we will be using 3 by 3 filter. Okay, we will be using a 3 by 3 filter for most of the images. 3 by 3 filter in the sense it will be, so let's say this is a filter. 3 by 3 filter will be like this: 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 3 3. 3 by 3 filter. Got it? Until here everything clear, guys? Until here everything clear? I'm still in the explanation part only. I didn't go to the major part. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, got it. So now I'll just get back to the main. Okay, I'll just get back to the main things. Okay, now until now what happened? Is the voice audible? Voice is audible, right? My voice is audible. Okay, thank you. Fine. So this is a whole. I'll just rush. Okay, I'll just rush in between. Please let me know if you're not understanding. This is the whole image. On this whole image, the filters will be applied in the convolutional layer. What kind of filters? It could be 3 by 3 filter, 5 by 5 filter, 7 by 7 filter. What are these filters again? It is a matrix grid. Okay, on the pixel it will be applying. So this filter, how it will be applying is, it will be applied to, it will be starting from the left corner, top corner to left top corner, it will be starting. Okay, and a 3 by 3 filter will be applied. So how many pixels will be included in the 3 by 3 filter? 9 pixels will be included in the 3 by 3 filter, right? See how this one will be, like this it will be. Okay, like this it will be. So now what's happening here? A grid is formed, right? A 3 by 3 filter is applied on that particular image, and how it is applied to a particular corner. So, and even if you consider this cat also, this cat image, if you consider the cat image also, if you apply the filter, what exactly happens is, initially it will apply to this part only. Let me just draw with another color. initially it will be applied to this part only. Okay, this part only. The 3 by 3 pixels will be for 3 by 3 filter will be applied on that particular part only. Okay, so that is what is being showed over here. Okay, that is what is being showed over here. See, for this car image also, in this particular area, okay, a filter is applied. A filter is applied. Either it could be a 3 by 3, 5 by 5, or 7 by 7. And this is how the filter matrix is. Okay, this is how the on the input image in the convolutional layer a 3 by 3 filter is applied. Okay, and what it will be doing, it will be learning. Okay, it will be learning. What exactly it will be learning over there? It will be learning like here we'll be having two kind of images. Okay, here we'll be having two kind of images. One will be mostly black and white. Mostly black and white will have, or will have color photo, right? We'll have a color photo. We'll be calling black and white will be called as a grayscale, right? Grayscale images. Black and white will call as a grayscale images, and colored we'll be calling it as an it will have channels also. Even grayscale will have channels. So I won't be saying about the channels right now. But in this image, in the whole image, let's say this is the whole image, and on this a matrix is applied, a 3 by 3 filter is applied. Okay, this is a 3 by 3 filter. So if over here, over in this area, if the color is black, okay, black or else minimum intensity, it will be denoted as 0, and if a color is white, it will be encoded as 1. Okay, the math operations will be happening between the input layers. Okay, the mathematical operation will be happening over here, and if it is black, it will be 0, if it is white, it will be 1. Okay, it will be 1. Remember this. Okay, and how this calculation is happening, because how this calculation is happening on each and every image. Okay, on each and every image, on this particular part only, we are having some black and white color pixels. Okay, coloring, and for each and every color it will be encoded. Okay, for black it will be 0, for white it will be 1. So remember RGB colors, not RGB. Okay, it's RGB, red, green, blue. So with the combination of these three, how many colors we can get? 255, right? 255. So it will be 0 to 255. Okay, 0 represents black. Okay, so here B is blue, this 0 represents black. Okay, 1 is white, and rest 255 are the combination of red, green, and blue. Okay, rest 255 are the combinations of red, green, and blue. Just remember this. Okay, fine. So in this particular 3 by 3 matrix or as 3 by 3 filter, how it is applied? So this is a filter. Okay, if we just zoom in, or else if we just try to check. Okay, now we are understanding how the filter calculations are happening. Okay, that is the reason I'm drawing it big. So on each and every pixel block, it will be the color coding will be added. Okay, and if it is completely black, it will be 0. If it is somewhat white, it will be 1, and if it is any other color representing, it will be encoded in a different number. Okay, it will be encoded in a different number. So on all in all this particular grid, the numbers will be encoded. Okay, the numbers will be encoded. So let's say in the whole image, for this part we have applied this filter. Okay, for this particular part we have applied this filter. Okay, now we need to apply filter for the whole image, right? For the whole image we need to apply, but we have applied until only for one of the top left corner, right? We need to apply it for the whole image also. So now what we will be doing is, we will be slowly moving. Okay, we'll be slowly moving from image to image. So let's just say this is the whole image. On this whole image, this is the 3 by 3 matrix applied. Okay, this is the 3 by 3 matrix applied, let's assume, and this is encoded into 0 1 0 1 0. So some numbers it has been encoded as per the color which is present over there. As per the, if it is a color, it will be encoded in that format. If it is a grayscale, it will be encoded as it will be encoded. Okay, in the grayscale also we'll be having only one channel, it will be encoded. Okay, fine. So now one of the top left corner, it's done. So now we need to apply it for the whole image, right? For the whole image, we need to apply. So now what we'll be doing is we'll be applying the filter over here. We'll be switching, but while shifting, we'll be calling it as shifting. Okay. But while shifting, what exactly happens is it will consider the last row or the last column. Okay, it will consider the last column as the first column for the next filter. Okay, it will consider the last column as the first column for the next filter, and it will add another two columns extra, and it will form another filter. Okay, it will include the last column, and it will make sure that that last column is being considered as the first column. Okay, again it will try to learn on these parameters also. Again it will try to learn on the same parameters also. So that is how it will be shifting. Okay, it will be shifting like this. It will be shifting from image to image. So now we are having the last column from the last grid, and also an extra two columns were added, right? Clear, guys, until now? Until now it's clear, everyone? Akhil, please check your internet connection, Akhil, and also the other one, Subhadra. Please check your internet connection, please. Okay. So that is how it will be considering the last column, and it will be that last column will be considered as the first column, and it will again form a filter. So 1, 2, and again 3. It's a 3 by 3 matrix, right? It's a 3 by 3 matrix. So in the same way, it will cover the whole image. Okay, it will cover the whole image. It will cover the whole image. So now the convolution layer has applied the filters. Okay, the convolution layer has applied the filters. So now what happening in the convolution layer? Applying the filters, and how the filters are applying in this format, it is applying. And what kind of images are present? Grayscale and also colored, right? For grayscale, it will be either black or white, and for colored, it will be RGB combination, red, green, blue. And the color coding will be in between 0 to 255, right? 0 to 255. Okay. So this is about the convolutional layer. Okay. Convolutional layer. Understood the input layer and the convolutional layer. We'll be applying the filters over here. Okay. Fine. So now, what is the next key component, guys? What is the next component? So the second way to consider the last row. A second column, you're saying a second row. For the second row, you're saying. For the second row, it will consider the last row or not. So for second row, it will not consider. Okay. For the second row, it will be again. It will be for. It will be forming again a filter. Okay. It will form again a filter, and it will apply newly. So sometimes your question is correct. Sometimes what happens is we may miss few features in that case, right? We may miss few features. So in order to avoid that, we may also add padding. Okay, we may also add padding to that image. Padding, adding extra another block of pixel to the whole image. Okay, on the outside of that particular pixel. So the screen is shading, right? So what exactly happens in padding is, so if you want to apply padding on this particular layer or else for the whole image, so like this, it will be applied. Okay, just assume. Okay, it will be applied. So if you are assuming it in the second row, now this will be considered as a 3 by 3 filter. Got it? Clear? Clear, Venkatasai? Okay, fine. So now we are going to discuss about this activation function, right? Activation function. Yeah, I'll just walk you people again. It will take 2 minutes only. Activation function we have already seen, right? Activation function, right? Activation function. So what exactly happens in the activation function? What are all the activation functions we know? We know about only two, right? Sigmoid and ReLU, right? Sigmoid, what is the formula? 1 by 1 plus e to power of minus x, right? This is for sigmoid, right? This is for sigmoid. And what is for ReLU? ReLU, there will be a condition, okay? There will be a condition. Let's say I'm having a value x, okay? Value x. And where will be getting this value x? I will just say, okay? The value x is greater than 0, it will be x. I told this before. And if the x is less than 0, it will be 0 only, okay? And someone was asking some question, I don't remember. If you can recall your query, you can just ask right now, okay? So what is this x value? Okay, it's fine. We are applying the activation functions, but what is the x value? X value will be whatever the calculations which were happening over here will be the x value. Okay, the calculation which is happening between the input image and also the input image and the filter which we are applying. Okay, input image and the filter which we are applying. So activation function, sigmoid function, and also the other one was ReLU. Okay, these two are the two main activation function. And what is the main reason to introduce the activation function over here? Non-linearity. Remember? Non-linearity. Non-linearity. Okay. We can discriminate or else we can classify. Okay. In non-linearity. So this is pretty much about the activation function. You need to remember, okay, how the calculation will be happening. So now, up to now, what are all the things we have seen? So initially we will have an image and that will be passed into an input layer. And while passing into the input layer also, we'll mention the input size or else the input dimensions, okay? That while implementing the CNN code book, we'll see, okay? While implementing the CNN code book, we'll see. But for now, remember that initially the input image will be going onto the input layer, then it will go into the convolutional layer. And in the convolutional layer, what happens? The filters will be applied. The filters will be applied. And how many types of filters are present? 3 by 3, 5 by 5, and 7 by 7. Correct. Three types of filters are present. And these filters work based on the RGB. RGB is red, green, blue combination. So in the combination of these, we'll be getting colors from 0 to 255. And in CNN, 0 represents black, okay? And later, as per the color blocks which we are getting, it will that color will be encoded as per that respective number, okay? So until here it's fine. And after the calculation of the input image and the filter which we are applying, okay, then we'll have these activation functions, okay? Then we'll have the activation functions. And on the activation functions, we can either use sigmoid or else ReLU, okay? Sigmoid or ReLU we can use. And in the sigmoid, it will be either belongs to one class or another class, right? It's like a binary classification. And coming into ReLU is nothing but whatever the calculated output which we are getting from the applied filter layer, that is a convolutional layer, that will be passing it into the ReLU. And if that value is greater than 0, it will be the same value passed into the next layer. And if that value is less than 0 or else negative, it will be passed as a 0. Okay, the same 0 will be passed into the next layer also. And why do we need to add this activation function? We need to add the activation function to introduce the non-linearity. Okay, non-linearity in the sense it will make sure if you are I mean, like if you make sure that the model is or is the image or is the input, we were introducing this non-linearity to make sure that why we are introducing this non-linearity, because it helps to learn the complex relationships. Okay, it helps to learn the complex relationships on the data, or else it helps to understand the features. Okay, it helps to understand the features. What kind of features? You see over here, initially this is a cat image. The filters are applied, okay, and the complex relationships which it has learned is the tail, the mouth, the cat ears, the triangular cat ears. Right, those will be the complex pattern. I mean, like the remaining body will be the same, right? The body anta almost same untadi. Only the tail, the ear part, and also the mouth part will be somewhat the complex patterns to be learned, right? So these activation functions will make sure that the model is learning those kind of complex patterns, okay? So activation function clear, right, everyone? Now we'll go into the pooling layer. Okay. Now we'll just move into the pooling. In the pooling, we are having types. Okay, two types. What did we see? What did we see in the pooling, guys? Totally fine, Ashok. What are all the two types we have seen in the pooling? One is downsampling and the other one is Jagdish. I know you know all the things what exactly happens in the pooling. Okay. Maximum average, maximum and average, considering the maximum or is considering the average. It's fine, Jagdish, if you know. Thank you. Max pooling, average pooling. Okay. So everyone knows CNN. If not, I won't waste my time. I'll just rush in that case. Everyone knows CNN. Just let me know, guys. Everyone knows CNN. Just keep a poll, okay? Let me know. I'll just keep a poll and let me know. Because even while teaching machine learning, also you people didn't say anything. Just keep in this small little poll. Let me know, okay? I just kept this CNN, yes or no, okay? Just let me know through your votes. Now I will get to know how many people are actually listening to the session. And the people who know CNN already don't press on no, okay? So I see only 48 people were saying no. And out of 500 people, only 162 people were answering the queries, okay? So fine, it's fine. Don't worry. In the next 10 minutes, I'll just try to finish it off the CNN, okay? I'll just try to finish it off the CNN, okay? So that is the reason actually people are saying we are left with 10 minutes means 10 minutes so much, fine. Okay. NN. Okay, fine. Okay, in the pooling layer, right? So in the pooling layer, how many layers we are having, Jagdish? Subsample and downsample, right? Subsample downsample. Okay, ignore ignore the writing, but remember the terms. Okay, subsample and downsampling. So what is the main purpose of the pooling? It will reduce the dimensions. Okay, it will reduce the dimensions of the feature map. Okay, it will reduce the dimensions of the feature map, and it will return the information. Let's just say like my image size. Okay, let's say my image size is 64 cross 64 cross 3. Okay, this 3 is the channels. Okay, channels will be calling, 3 are the channels will be calling. So if you want to downsample this, how it will be reduced means it can go up to like 28 cross 28 cross 3. Okay, 28 cross 28 cross 3 it will be. So what is this 28 and 28? 28 is nothing but dimensions. Okay, dimensions of that particular image. From 64 it has been reduced to 28. Okay, so this is one kind of a downsampling. Okay, this is one kind of a downsampling or a subsampling. So what exactly happens over here is nothing but we are reducing the samples from high dimensions to low dimensions. We are reducing the sampling. Remember, high to low dimensions we are reducing the sampling. Okay, high to low dimensions we are reducing the sampling. Now in this pooling also we are having two types. Okay, in the pooling we are having two types. What are the, Jagdish? It's max. Okay, max pooling and also average pooling. Okay, average pooling, max pooling and average pooling. So how this 64 cross 64 cross 3 got reduced into 28 cross 28? Through max and average pooling. What is max pooling and average pooling? So in max pooling what happens is it will take the maximum value across each window. Okay, whatever the each window which we are having, it will be considered in the maximum value. Okay, max means consider max value. Okay, consider max value from the particular context window or else that particular window. Okay, and coming into average we will be considering the average. Okay, so let's say this is the window 1 2 3 and 4. Yeah, let's say 4. The maximum value here will be 4. Okay, the maximum value will be considered over 4 on this particular matrix. And when we do the average, it will be a combination of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 by how many values which we are having. We are having 4. Correct. So then the average of all these values will be considered in the average. Okay, so this is what exactly happens in the pooling. Okay, this is what exactly happens in the pooling. So then what was that another one which we have discussed, which was present in the key components? Flattening layer. Flattening. Okay, flattening. This is very important and very good. Okay, so now when once the pooling layer has been applied, okay, when once the pooling layer has been applied, initially then comes the flattening, right? Flatten layer also we can say. Okay, flattening or ing is the flattening or else flatten. Okay, flatten layer. So what exactly happens in the flatten layer? In the flatten layer what exactly happens is, so previously we got an image of 28 cross 28 cross 28, right? 28 cross 28 cross 1 or 3. Let's say we are having grayscale images 1. Fine. Okay, so now what happens is in the flatten layer, this one is a 2D. Okay, this one is 2D, 2D, two dimensional. Okay, this one will be converted into 2D. Now what happens is, now what exactly happens is this 2D will be converted into 1D array. Okay, one dimensional array. In one dimensional array it will be a one single whole array, consisting of the values of what, consisting of these particular features. Okay, this 28 cross 28, how are we getting? By the pooling. What is pooling doing? Reducing from high dimensions to low dimensions. But when reducing from high dimensions to low dimensions, it will make sure that it is remembering the important features. Okay, and then what happens in the flattened layer is it will all, we will have one single array. Okay, one single array, and in this one single array all the features will be present. So let's say after pooling we got an output of 28 cross 28. Okay, 28 cross 28. So in the flattened array the values will be 794. Okay, 794. That's it. So in one single array we'll have around 794 values. Okay, 784 values we'll be having. This is what the flattened layer will be doing 2D array into 1D array. Okay, 1D array will be formed in the flattened layer. Okay, the main purpose of this flattened layer is to reshape the output of the convolution and the pooling layer into 1D array. Okay, reshaping the shape into 1D. Okay, it's nothing but reshaping over here. How the conversion is happening? Reshape. Okay, reshaping into 1D. Fine. So up to flatten, it's clear. Up to flatten, it's clear. Everyone. Okay. So now you people tell me, the people who know, please tell me what happens in fully connected layers. What happens in fully connected layers? In fully connected layer, what happens? What exactly happens in ANN? The weights and bias will be applied to that particular input, correct? And it will be passed into the activation function, correct? It will be passed into an activation function, and then we'll be getting an output, right? So in the fully connected layer here also, what exactly happens is it will enable the model. Okay, it will enable the model to learn the complex relationships. Okay, it will enable the model to learn the complex relationships between the features. So what exactly happens? How it will learn the complex relationships? How it will be learning is it will be forming a fully connected layer. Okay, fully connected layer. Fully connected layer is nothing but each and every neuron in this particular layer will be having a weighted sum of the inputs. Okay, each and every neuron will be fully connected. Okay, each and every neuron will be fully connected, and it will try to learn on the data. Okay, it will try to learn on the data, and also during this time the weights will be added to it. The weights will be added to it, just like in the ANN. Okay, just like in ANN. Clear about the fully connected layer? So from the fully connected layer, then it will be the output layer. Okay, then it will be output layer. What happens in the output layer? It produces the final output of the model. Okay, it will produce the final output of the model. Like if it is a classification, if we are given the labels also, then it will predict as 0 or 1 or else cat or dog. So this is what exactly happening in the CNN. Okay, this is what exactly happening in the CNN, and still we are left to discuss about the loss function, optimization algorithm, and also the back propagation. Okay, until now everything clear? Until now the workflow clear? Asking for the people who are not aware of this CNN concept. Until now it's clear, right? Okay, 51 knows. I need to see few of the responses. At least around I'm expecting 20. Yes. Let me know if it is clear or not. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So now just listen everyone. I'll just stop my screen share and I will post the attendance. Okay. I'll just post the attendance. But let me know how many of you are done with this IBM self-paced course. How many of you are seeing the certification in the Credly? All got the certification, right? Okay. Now first I will share attendance. Okay. First I will share the attendance, and in the second link it is a form. Okay, it is a form where you need to give your details. Okay, where you need to give your details along with your IBM course Credly batch link. Okay, IBM course Credly batch link. I'll just paste that things. Okay, I'll just paste that once. So be ready with your IBM Credly batch links. Okay, I'll just update these messages. So attendance link is the first one. And remember, link will be deactivated at 4:30. Okay, don't spam. I mean, don't keep yes or no. Okay, please don't keep yes or no in the chat right now. I'm just updating this. Okay, I have updated this attendance and also IBM self-paced learning. Okay, so open that form link, fill your attendance, and go to the second link. Click on that form link. Please enter your Credly batch link over there and submit it. Okay, and submit it. I'll just give. I'll wait for 10 minutes. Okay, 10 to 15 minutes. In this between time, I just want you people to complete your attendance and also the self-paced learning. Okay, the IBM course, you need to submit that link. Okay, submit the link in the form, everyone. Guys, whoever is not yet completed with the IBM course, please complete it and make sure that you're submitting the form. Okay, you're updating the link in the form. Okay, if you click on the form link, you need to give your name, email ID, phone number, hall ticket, college name, branch, location, and also the batch Credly link. Okay, fine. Please do that, everyone. And I see Rashmita, Subhash, Prashant, and Kumar. Have you registered in the IBM course getting started with AI? In that, I told you people to complete three courses, right? Yes, your college location. You don't know, Shivani? Yeah, and on the three courses, if you see on the above page, or else if you see above, there is that Credly, right? Credly. Shivani, are you new to the session or what? Yeah, click on that, create an account. Once you're done with, yeah, click on that Credly, create an account. Once you're done with that down three courses, you'll be getting to see a certification over there, and you can generate a link for the certification, and you need to paste it in the Google form. Okay, clear? Credly link, yeah, Credly. Correct, Subhash. Thank you. certificate link, whatever the certificate you earn from IBM, you'll be seeing that course name, right? You'll be seeing that course name, and down to that you'll be seeing an option called button name share. Correct? Click on share. Public link. Click on public link. Under publish, you'll see a public link. Okay, and you'll get to see a link. Copy that, paste it in the form. Okay. Sure. Gayatri, if you have completed all the courses in the IBM Getting Started with AI course, okay, all the modules, all the 3 modules. Jay and Kishore, when was your first session? When was your first session? Is it a week back or else today? Your branch, okay. See, Kishore, if you're attending uh, every week one session, in that case, you'll be missing many things, right? People who are in the session were from the past 2 weeks and they have completed their course, okay. Sharing my screen again. I'm sharing my screen again, okay. After logging into Credly, okay. After logging into Credly, this is Credly. After logging in, you'll be seeing directly this welcome and congrats on your recent batch. So all you need to do is click on share. Under the publish, you'll be seeing this public link. Click on public link and you'll be getting to see the link over here. Copy it and paste it in the Google form, okay. Under the tab link. Clear? Clear everyone? Right? Okay, fine. One is for attendance, one form is for attendance, one form is for IBM course completion form submission, okay. I'm updating the attendance link once again. Funny, in that case, please check with your IBM course link. Have you completed all the 3 courses or not? Okay. In that getting started with AI course, we are having 3 modules. Okay. If you scroll down, you'll be having 3 modules. You have to complete that. This is the attendance link, and this one is the self IBM course link. Okay. Thank you, Venkat Sai. IBM course link. Even in the Telegram group, you'll be finding these links. Okay. Even in the group, you'll be finding these course links. Okay. Please go refer to the Telegram. It is correct. Please, you can do that also. Okay. You can do that also. So just search Credly in Google. Just log in. You'll get to see your badge. Click on share. Under publish, you'll get to see public link and click on that. Link will be generated. Okay. Attendance is mandatory, Varma. Yes, correct. Getting started with thank you, Venkatasai. After completion only you can fill, Shivani, because you need to update your batch link, right? We'll be having all your details, but without the batch link, you can't issue a certification, right? So please make sure that you're completing those modules and you're getting a certification, and that certification you will be able to see in Credly, okay? Thank you. The people who are done, thank you. Public link wants to share. Was what are you trying to say, Ajay? How can you give a wrong link, guys? I see few responses like they have given a wrong link. How can you give that, guys? I mean, are you not aware of that Credly? What link have you given, guys? What was the link that you have given? Was in him Abhinaya? What was the link that you have given? Funny, there is a deadline, but please try to complete it within our sessions only. Okay, we'll be having sessions mostly for another 1 week. Okay, so in this stipulated time, please continue. I mean, please complete those courses and get a certification. Okay. The certificate, what link you are seeing, Soundarya? Like even I am not seeing. So see, if you type Credly directly, you will be seeing sign in. Just click on sign in. It has directly signed in. So this is a certificate, and here we are having share and also public batch view, make batch private. Okay, don't touch that. Click on share or else, yeah, just come back. Click on share, click on public link, copy that link. Okay, that's it, and paste that link in the Google form. Okay. IBM link is different. IBM course link is different, right? IBM course link is different, and the IBM form which I have provided, that link is different, and the link which you're copying, that link is different. Correct. So we're getting the point. Okay. I have updated the Credly link. Okay. Hey, this is the link you need to copy. Okay. This is the link you need to update, Ajay. Prasad and Ajay. Yes, this is what I said. Okay. Because I didn't do that getting started with artificial intelligence. Okay. In my account, the account which I am showing, I didn't do this certification. Okay. So that is the reason this certification is not being showed in my account. Okay. In my account, which I am showing, in that account, I didn't do the certification. So that is the reason it is not showing. Okay. You need to upload that only. Okay. Sign in, sign in. Vijay, sign in. Okay. Click on the three bar. Okay. Hamburger menu you see, right? Click on that. So form links, no. What happened, Shivani? What was your mistake? Bhargavi, not that one, okay, not that certificate, but in a similar way you will be seeing the certificate for from the IBM also you will be receiving a certificate. In a similar way you will also see a certificate with share, okay, and that certificate name should be getting started with AI, okay, artificial intelligence. You need to click on that certificate, share, under publish you will find public link, copy that link and paste it in the Google form, okay. Correct, Varaprasad, correct. Top right 3 lines. Thank you, Venkat Sai. ఇవన్నీ అసలు నువ్వు ఏం చెప్తున్నావు, లైక్ ప్లీజ్ మెన్షన్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ క్లియర్లీ, ఓకే. Please don't mention your, this is not a generative AI in action. Don't mention your link over here, okay. Don't mention the link over here. And this is not the knowledge principle. Getting started with artificial intelligence, okay. That will be different. Pavan, correct. Another mail ID, try once if there is a possibility, Abhinaya. Okay, first you need to have you logged in. Yeah, you have logged in. Log recommendations. If you're opening through phone, try to open it in the desktop mode, okay. You'll see the certification. పైన 3 dots ఉన్నాయి కదా వర్టికల్ గా, ఆ 3 dots ని క్లిక్ చేయి. క్లిక్ చేసి డెస్క్టాప్ సైట్ ఎనేబుల్ చేసుకొని జస్ట్ చెక్, ఓకే. See, Shivani, I told you not to fill the form, right? If you are having that certification in the Credly only, please fill the form, okay. మీ దగ్గర Credly IBM కోర్స్ కంప్లీట్ చేసి క్రెడ్లీలో సర్టిఫికేషన్ వచ్చింది అంటేనే ఆ ఐబిఎంది ఫామ్ ఫిల్ చేయండి. అది ఐబిఎం లింక్ పెట్టాల్సిన ఫామ్ కాదు, ఐబిఎం కోర్స్ కి సంబంధించిన ఫామ్ అది, ఓకేనా. ఐబిఎం కోర్స్ కి సంబంధించిన ఫామ్ అది. ఆ ఫామ్ లో లాస్ట్ లో ఒక బ్లాంక్ ఉంటుంది, ఆ బ్లాంక్ లో మీరు లింక్ పేస్ట్ చేయాలి. ఏ లింక్ పేస్ట్ చేయాలి? మీరు ఇక్కడ క్రెడ్లీలో ఏదైతే సర్టిఫికేషన్ చూస్తున్నారో ఆ లింక్ అక్కడ పేస్ట్ చేయాలి. సరే, ఆ లింక్ ఎలా వస్తుంది అంటే, దట్ లింక్ యూ కెన్ గెట్ త్రూ క్రెడ్లీ, ఓకే. క్రెడ్లీలోకి లాగిన్ అయిన వెంటనే you'll be seeing that certification. A certification kinda you'll be seeing 2 buttons. One is share and the other one will be another menu option. So click on share. You'll be seeing other 2 dialog boxes. అక్కడ పబ్లిష్ అని ఒక బాక్స్ ఉంటుంది టు ద రైట్ సైడ్, నాట్ కంప్లీట్లీ టు రైట్. దాంట్లో యూ నీడ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ పబ్లిక్ లింక్, ఓకే. పబ్లిక్ లింక్ మీద సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తే లింక్ వస్తుంది. లింక్ కాపీ చేసి దట్ లింక్ యూ నీడ్ టు పేస్ట్ ఇన్ గూగుల్ ఫామ్. ఇస్ దట్ క్లియర్ ఎవ్రీవన్? Okay. Getting started with artificial intelligence is the course that you are doing, okay. ఆ కోర్స్ కి సంబంధించిన సర్టిఫికేషన్ లింక్ ని అప్డేట్ చేయండి. గెటింగ్ స్టార్టెడ్ విత్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్. క్లియర్? Now everyone don't text in this chat. Okay, I'll just update the links. Don't text over here. Don't update the images or don't text over here, please. Just update the attendance and also I didn't. Okay, yeah, that is the course, Pravan. Click on share, copy that public link, paste it. So you need to copy the URL here and you need to paste it in that Google form. Okay. Sri Lakshmi and also Rabbani. We are talking about IBM, right? IIC portal, please check with your faculty members, okay? And if you're having any issue on the bottom, you'll be finding IIC portal email ID, the support staff email. Please email them, okay? One last time, I'll just update the attendance link, okay? Fine, Usha, it's fine. Just leave it, okay? It's fine. Yes, Jagadish, your department name. If you're seeing any courses, please proceed with that, okay? After clicking on start. Just give me a minute. Guys, in the IIC portal, please go through please go through, okay? Go through the portal. Explore the portal once, okay? Next what in the sense like, please explore the portal once, Pavan. Pavan and also Sriram. PM form link you're saying, Pravina? Yeah, copy that URL, okay? You're saying copy URL, right? Please copy that. Please click on that. A link will be copied. Okay, please paste it on the Google form, okay? Google form link. If you keep asking all the queries, okay, you'll be missing your you'll be missing the form links, okay? You know that is your batch link, correct? So please update in the Google form, okay, not here. That certification you need to click on the certification, copy that link and paste it in the Google form, Induja. Malika, we need to paste that Credly link. I had just shown the demo, right? You told right, you understood right. చూపించాను కదా ఇలా చేయాలో స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేసి ఇంతకు ముందు సేమ్ వే ఓకే ఆ లింక్ ని కాపీ చేసి గూగుల్ ఫామ్ లో పేస్ట్ చేయాలి. See guys, it's already like 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes, right? Okay. It's like 20 minutes as of now. So we'll just have a 10 minutes of short break and I'll just close with that CNN. Okay. I'll just close off the CNN. We'll just have a 10 minutes of short break. Okay. Let's take a short break, guys. Everyone be back here by 4-5. Okay. 4-5. Everyone should be back here. Okay. Okay, guys, stay calm. Okay, don't worry. Please be calm. Don't worry. Okay, and Tejas, I will be resolving your queries. Okay, don't worry regarding the link. Okay, don't worry. I see many people became very active today. When I was asking any queries, I see only few people. And in the meantime, thank you Jagdish and Venkat Sai for updating few things, for answering few of the topics which I have missed. I mean, few of the answers for all the queries which I have missed. Okay, thank you. And Srinivasulu, you're saying that you didn't got the mail, right? You'll be getting a mail. If you're not getting a mail, I'll just mention an email ID at the last. Please email to that mail ID. Okay, mention your issue and email to that mail ID. Fine. Thank you. Okay, so where are we, guys? What are all the topics we're done with? Suraj. Yeah, yes, Shravani, CNN. We are discussing CNN only. In CNN, what is the topic that we're discussing? Okay, so please keep the queries. Okay, yeah, thank you, Mary Jones. So yeah, input layer, convolutional layer, pooling layer. Then we have discussed about this activation function. Correct. Activation function. After what are all the things we have discussed about the fully connected layer? Correct. The flattened layer. Correct. We have discussed all these things, right? Now, what are all the things we need to discuss? We need to discuss about the loss function and the optimization algorithms which are present, right? Fine. Yeah, overall workflow is done actually. The overall workflow is done actually. But we need to know what are all these loss function. Yesterday we have discussed the loss function, right? The gradient descent. Remember? Remember, guys, yesterday we have discussed the loss function. I'll just walk you people through the PPT, okay? Just give me a minute. Let me just share the screen, okay? Just walk you people through the PPT. And if you're not understanding anything, let me know, okay? Okay, let me share this window. Yeah. Fine. Input layer, convolution layer, activation function, pooling, flatten, fully connected output layer were done. Loss function we have discussed yesterday. Optimization algorithm we'll be discussing, okay? Back propagation we have seen yesterday itself. Correct. So all the key components we have covered. We'll just go through each and every key components once, okay? So the types of images in an architecture, working a convolutional layer, pooling layer, and the fully connected layer. Agenda. This is the agenda. Fine. For binary image, what I told for binary image, it will be either 0 or 1, right? Either 0 or 1. So this is the image. For this image, if we consider this feature, like this is a black and white image. Right? For a black and white image, there will be color codings. And for each and every pixel block, so this is a filter applied, this is a filter applied. And in this filter, what is this filter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5 by 5 filter, correct? It's a 5 by 5 filter and each block is encoded as per the color coding, correct? And for color image, this will be the color coding for each and every image, okay? For each and every image, it will be the color coding. So this one will be the height. This one will be, this 194 represents the width and 3 represents the channels, okay? 3 represents the channels for what? Red, green and blue, okay? Red, green, blue channels for 3, okay? So CNN architecture, if you see over here, the input image, filter applied, the convolutional plus the activation function, and all the pooling layers are applied, the average or the max pooling will be deciding, then forms the flattened layer, and from the flattened layer we'll be having a fully connected layer. For each and every dimension a fully connected layer is formed, and then we'll be having this output will be the softmax function. Okay, softmax is a classification, either it is a dog, zebra, horse. We'll be classifying based on the output which we are getting. Okay, yeah, example of CNN, if these two images are if we are having these two images in our data set, let's say this image is a happy labeled as, this image is labeled as sad. So it will be like, if we pass this image, it will be giving happy. If we pass this image to CNN, it will be giving sad. This is like working, okay, black box working of CNN. Okay, how does the convolutional layer works? We'll be having the images in the numerical, so we'll be applying the filter and we'll be getting a feature map. Based on the feature map, we'll be doing the calculations. Okay, see here, this is a 3 by 3 matrix on the image which is applied, and these are all the features detected by applying the filters, and this is the feature map which has been detected over here. Okay, so this is mostly of the working of the convolutional layers, image, feature detection, and the feature mapping. So then comes the pooling out, pooling input and the pooling output. Will be having pooling, average pooling, max pooling, average pooling. Remember, right? Working on the pooling layer, it will consider every 2 by 2 matrix and it will just form this. And then comes whatever the output which we are having, that will be converted into 1D array. 1D array, what it is doing, it is reshaping this 2D into 1D array. Okay, remember 64 cross 64 cross 3, it will be converted into 28 cross 28 into 3, right? So then that will be converted, or else that will be reshaped into 1D array. Correct. Okay, after reshaping, we'll be having only one dimensional array in the flattened layer, and after passing through the flattened layer, what we'll be having? We'll be having a fully connected layer. So in each flattened layer, we'll be having each value, right? For each value, it will be passing into each and every layer. Okay, how many hidden layers we are mentioning? Those many layers will be present, and they'll be passing into those layers. Okay, so x1 can be passed into, if you are mentioning like it will be the multiple input to the different hidden layers. Okay, x1 can be passed into different hidden layers, x2 can be passed into different hidden layers. Okay, different in the sense each and every hidden layer it will be passed, each and every input. So that is what is happening exactly in the fully connected layer, and here we are having the output layer. Okay, so this is pretty much the working of the CNN. Okay, this is pretty much working of CNN. So now please ask your queries in the Q&A, please. Clear CNN? Working of CNN clear, guys? Everyone understood, right? The CNN. And in the poll, I see like I see 51 as no. Is it still the same, or else is there any change in the 51? Everyone understood, right? The workflow. Having any questions? If you are having any queries related to the CNN architecture which we have discussed, you can ask me in the chat. Okay. 46 of the people still mentioning as CNN not understood. Ask your query in the chat, and also in the meantime, the person, I mean the people who understood this CNN. Now we will be having a quiz. Okay. Now we will have a quiz. So please attempt that quiz. Okay. It is a graded quiz. Okay. The quiz link has been updated by Tejas Sai. It is a graded quiz, so the marks will be assigned for this. So please make sure that you're attending this properly. Okay. The quiz link has been updated in the chat. Okay. Please, everyone, go through that quiz. Those are the filters. Okay. 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 7 by 7 are the standard filters which can be applied on the grid size images. Okay. So Madan Kumar, please make sure that you're completing the modules if the internship has already started. Filter size should be odd only. Okay. Guys, for now, please spare 5 minutes and complete that quiz. Okay. Spare 5 minutes and complete that quiz. And you can ask your queries next. Okay. Please complete that quiz first. I remember Srinivas, I remember. Okay. And IBM link, which IBM link? So Tejas, I will be updating those links. Okay. Thank you, Narsimha, Jagdish, and also thank you. Guys, first everyone complete the quiz, okay? Okay. All the IBM Google Form link or also the other playlist links. Okay, everything we'll be updating in the Telegram group. Everything we'll update in the Telegram group. And also along with the steps and the procedure, okay? Don't worry, guys, don't worry. Yes, sir. Okay, guys, hope you could CNN. Even if you didn't understand, you can ask me tomorrow, okay? Ask question. I answered you, Venkat Sai. You were asking a question. It's just told here, right? Tomorrow, most focus about RNN or else we'll implement the CNN notebook, okay? Good, good one. Okay, okay. You have completed IBM 100%. Just getting the certification, copying that certification in the Google, okay? Please. We are still in the training period only, okay? We are only. There will be a session held, and we'll be discussing all the topics regarding team form, okay? Tomorrow it's festival. Oh, the not aware of tomorrow's festival. I'm sorry, but tomorrow mostly we'll have a 1 hour of session. Okay, we'll not have this 2 hours of session. Okay, we'll have only 1 hour of session. Just please make sure that attending, or else just make sure you're referring to the YouTube recordings. Okay. Okay, yeah, Bakrid, but from my side, I'm not having any information. I'll just confirm. Okay, if tomorrow is a festival, there will not be any session in that case. Okay. Okay. Thank you. This quiz link also will be updating in the Telegram group also. So thank you. Thanks everyone for joining. And today I see many people are interacting in the chat. Dhanyavad, Venkat Sai. Confirmation. I can't exactly give any confirmation right now at this moment, Irfan, because it's already 4:30, right? We'll just update in the Telegram group, okay?
Okay. You'll be finding a IIC support email, okay? IIC support email. So please mail them. And Srinivas, you're asking for some mail ID, right? It is teamsip the smart bridge, okay? Okay. I have updated the mail ID, Srinivas. Contact your faculty. It's not if you're still no response from your college, Jagdish, I told you, right? In the IIC portal, you will be finding the support mail. So please contact them, okay? Okay, fine. I'm ending the session, guys. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thank you.